Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight reporting Allie LaForce. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at San Diego. They sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
Well, I think for Houston, they're happy with their ranking. Also, they understand what needs to be done to climb. Plenty of time with half the season remaining.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Dosunmu. DeJounte Murray is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Williams. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5 spot. And for the Rockets, Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Clark, you've been in this game a long time, and you know some teams don't hit their stride until deep into the season.
That's exactly right. I mean, and it really just depends. I don't know how many times we've said a team looks awful in the first month of the season, then they come back and make a push into the playoffs. So it's a journey. It's an evolving journey as to how teams develop.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Murray, the pass to Dosunmu. Smith against Olajuwon. Just 5 to shoot. Over Smith. It's rebounded by Şengün. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's space and then go and corral that backboard.
And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Boy, that's so difficult to stop. Once Olajuwon gets near the rim, you got to be ready for him to rise up and throw it down.
Now here's Durant. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. 2025, Clark, was a big year for Alperen Şengün, his first All-Star selection.
And could not have been more well-deserved, Kevin. He really ramped his game up across the board and was a big reason the Rockets were transformed. I mean, if that's not All-Star stuff, I don't know what is.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
He's off on the second.
Tell you what, Alperen Şengün is a big with the modern-day game. He scores in bunches inside, but he also can pass it and shoot it from the perimeter, too.
For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Dosunmu with the bounce pass. Goes up at the stripe. Olajuwon can't hit.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Houston moving it around. Thompson from long range. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Murray finds Alexander-Walker. Murray against Holiday. Kept alive. A shot by Williams, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Pass to KD. Out to Smith. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Murray, the pass to Dosunmu. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it. So you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Now, here's Şengün. 20 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And don't forget about the work he did on the board. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
And so here is Houston following the shot by Kevin Durant. Smith on the wing, fires for three. It's rebounded by Houston. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Here is Durant following the score by Hakeem Olajuwon. Durant down low. A 24-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. And that one, good.
Durant so good at finishing in tight. Excellent in the paint.
Now here's Murray. Trailing by 4. Pass to Dosunmu. 6 to shoot. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Smith with the stop.
How about the force on that finish by Smith?
Murray left side. Olajuwon inside. Working on Smith. Olajuwon no luck. Rockets leading by 6. Pass to Holiday. Williams with the block.
But that's 7'7" wingspan, and how quickly he's able to pogo stick off the floor. Williams has all the making of a premier shot blocker.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here is Smith. It's Şengün, top of the key. To the paint. Here's Holiday. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Selfless with the rock. Şengün won't hesitate to make a pass out to a ready shooter.
Williams, a screen on Holiday. Murray against Holiday. They get it back. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
Murray, the pass to Dosunmu. Olajuwon with a screen on Durant. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Yeah, he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Now here's Durant. Following the miss by Jabari Smith. Durant inside. Defended by Dosunmu. A nice shot by KD.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Murray with it. He's picked up by KD. To end the run, Green for 2 points. Dosunmu's got 5 now.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
Smith outside. Thompson kicks to KD. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Rockets lead by 12.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here is Murray. Pass to Williams. Olajuwon, covered by Smith. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jabari Smith picks one up. And Clark, is someone who has been around the game their entire life, what advice would you give to younger players?
A couple of things, Kevin, I would highlight. One is embrace the work, embrace the process of development, run your own race in that regard. Stay away from the snare of compare. and dedicate yourself to being a continual learner and always striving to get better.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Houston with a big group substitution here. Olenek, he's checked in for Mark Williams. Marshall comes in for Dosunmu. Hawkins checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Murray. Now, here's Olajuwon. Houston needs to get a shot. Hawkins. Another miss by Houston. Houston leading by 11. Harris inside. He's covered by Hawkins. Shepard, the pass to Easton. Offline with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now VanVleet. He's coming off a 13-point game again. No good on the three. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Easton. And the dunk by Easton.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
It's stolen by Shepard. Down low, here's a Kogi. Olajuwon with the block.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
VanVleet with it. He has yet to score. Olajuwon inside. Adams on him. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
First personal foul.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Rockets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Assist foul.
You know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Here's Şengün following the score by Houston. Screen by Şengün. Kogi, the pass to Şengün. Olajuwon with the block. And they get it back. Houston needs to get a shot. For three, Harris. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Marshall. Here's the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
Hawkins has got it back down to within single digits for Houston. Inside. Harris, right side. Here's a Kogi. Houston moving the ball around. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. VanVleet outside. Pass to Olajuwon. It's deflected. And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets lead by 9. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
So on the floor for Houston, we've got Fred VanVleet. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Hawkins, and it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's VanVleet. still scoreless. To the wing right side. For three, Olynyk. Eason grabs the board. Houston leading by 14. Pass to Şengün. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Van Vliet. For three, Olynyk. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Olynyk's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And for a guy who handles the ball so much, Fred VanVleet really, Clark, takes care of the ball. He rarely turns it over.
Yeah, Freddie is steady, boy. I tell you, man, he is a guy who really squeezes that orange. You can trust him to push the pace and play slow and take care of it no matter what the circumstance is. I mean, his leadership, his clutch production, that guy is a coach's dream.
Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. 5th best, the Rockets.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
The Rockets shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10, right at him, get to the rack.
Houston trails by 15. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. No good with the triple. Houston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Pass to Shepard. And here is Şengün. He's guarded by Williams. Şengün passes to Eason. Şengün kicks to Green. Here's Shepard. It's rebounded by Houston. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Van Vliet. The rebound by Jeff Green.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Really good ball movement there in transition.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. At sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player regardless of your size. I love it for the game and for the spectator.
Durant's checked in for Houston. Houston with a big group substitution here. Olajuwon's checked in for Robinson. Marshall comes in for Dosunmu. Hawkins checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Fred VanVleet. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 14-6 run. Elbow shot is on the way. And it falls over the rim and in. Durant's got 12 in the game.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
Pass to Hawkins. Back to Murray. And here is Marshall. Houston moving it around. Here's Olajuwon. Rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Okogie. Williams with the block.
Long arm, size, agility, timing. Williams has all the tools necessary to protect that rim and block shots.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Murray, the pass to Marshall. His three-pointers off the mark.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Pass to Şengün. Outside, KD. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Here's Williams. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Operating inside his zone, Williams is very assertive in the painted area.
Durant for three. It's rebounded by Houston.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Hawkins shot good.
You saw Murray drew the defense in, then had the vision to spot his teammate who was wide open for that triple.
Eason's shot is good. He has 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now, here's Olajuwon. He's got 11. Here's Eason. Marshall defending. Olajuwon with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olajuwon. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Houston making some changes. Smith checked in for Green. Amen Thompson comes in for Josh Okogie. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Tari Eason. Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pass to Durant. Latrey. Offensive rebound. Six on the shot clock. Tries again, and there's the drive, and the layup is good. Durant's got 14 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Murray, the pass to Marshall. The three. Hawkins can't get that one to fall. Houston leading by 18. Pass to KD. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Tari Eason's checked in for Houston. And then for Houston, Dosunmu comes in for Najee Marshall. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Hawkins.
Yeah, whenever Olajuwon has the ball now, he wants to take the defense to... Ooh, man, I like his aggressiveness.
Pass to Olajuwon. Now here's Dosunmu. Alexander Walker finds Dosunmu. Launches it. And the 3 ball is good. Alexander Walker's got his second basket.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from 3-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now here's Durant. 15 points in the game. No one near Smith as he lets it go. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
Fantastic response from Smith Jr. Great poise and confidence on display there.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Back to you, Kevin.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. That's tipped.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And so here is Houston. The Rockets making the shot. They get it back, and the shot goes in.
Williams knows that his role on this team is to be active on the glass, and that time showed some tremendous effort in getting to the board.
Now here's Durant. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside Holiday. Durant against Williams. Out to Thompson. It's up a three. It's rebounded by Houston. Olajuwon's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Murray hits the front of the rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Holiday, the pass to Easton. Williams against KD. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Take a look at Thompson. Almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number one, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Hey, it's inexcusable not putting a body on the king. I mean, you deserve to get cooked when you don't do that.
Pass to Eason. For three, Durant can't hit that one.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Murray surveying the D. Here's Olajuwon, defended by Durant. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Smith. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul. Number 12.
There's 18 seconds left here in the second. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Away team ball.
And here's Houston. They've got an 8-0 run. Now here's Murray. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Olajuwon with a screen on Holiday. And so it's the Houston Rockets. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Howie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding.
All right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan and
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Houston Rockets. And let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic, Zach?
Isn't that a topic? Being off topic?
Well, that was more no topic than off topic, but that's all the time we have for this topic, thankfully. And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Rockets.
They are just racking up the assists right now, playing for one another. Man, this is great.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep up this mentality in the second half. If they do, they win.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hakeem Olajuwon has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. It's the 5 for Houston right now.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
KD, one of the most prolific scorers in the NBA. The intrigue is how he does it with his stature.
Count it.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now here is Holiday. He gets it in there. KD's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Murray. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Williams. And finished off by Williams.
Occasionally, it seems as though Williams prefers to score through contact. Just to show the defense he's up for the challenge and not going to be denied.
On the wing, Dosunmu. Covered by Smith. Dosunmu's shot is off.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here's Thompson. 7 points in the game. Smith sets the pick for Thompson. Smith outside. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Murray with it. Now defended by Şengün. Murray, no good. Rockets leading by 13. Smith dishes to KD. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Durant's got 22 points.
In rhythm, quick trigger, KD at his best.
Olajuwon on the wing. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Smith kicks to Holiday. This one for 3. Murray with the defensive effort. Houston trails by 14. Dosunmu, the pass to Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawn the double team for 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Şengün finds Smith. From outside the arc. Durant, no good. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Murray, no good. Houston leading by 14. And Holiday has it in the corner. To the middle. And Şengün throws it down.
How about the bounce ability of Şengün? Getting himself way up there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now Now here's Dosunmu. He has 5. And some nice passing there by Houston. Olajuwon with a screen on Durant. Here's Dosunmu. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dosunmu's got 7 points.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Houston making a switch. Olynyk checked in. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Amen Thompson.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hasn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Şengün, the Rockets again can't hit.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
Count it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Dosunmu.
After 1-3 in the first half, there's his second right there.
Smith the pass to KD. Şengün trying to free himself up. The shot misses. Houston trails by 11 and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Durant. Averaging about 27 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Murray. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Olajuwon. It's rebounded by Şengün. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Swiped it away.
Yeah, another turnover. But guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Three-pointer. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Olajuwon with the ball. Now Smith defending. Murray, good.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for him.
Durant gets it done inside.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Here's Murray. 12 points for him. Stolen by Durant. Smith right side. The three-pointer no good. Houston trails by 13. Here's Olajuwon. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Thompson finds Smith. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he equaled his total from before the break.
Olenek, a screen on Holiday. Back to Murray. Battles through traffic and lays it in. 14 points for DeJounte Murray.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
And Thompson kicks to KD. Outside Holiday. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Olajuwon's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
To the inside. Holiday against Murray. Şengün with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Defense may have given him that one. Based on the results, you see why.
Olenek sets a screen for Murray. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Murray's got 18 points in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Şengün. Just 4 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by Houston. Murray's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Dosunmu. Murray outside. Count it. Murray's got 13 points.
Damn, DeJounte Murray just caught fire, man. Oh, my goodness. Watch this move. I don't know what he did. Got the pick and it went in.
Just this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A new lineup here for Houston. And then for Houston, Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Dosunmu. Shepard comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Murray. A nice shot by Harris.
That's inexcusable letting Harris hurt you from there. I mean, you've got to keep this guy out of the paint.
Now a timeout called by Houston. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Robinson's checked in for Olenek, and Hawkins subbed in for Shepard.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Harris passes to Eason. Adams outside. To Harris. Houston moving the ball around. Okogie misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here is Hawkins. He's got 9. Here's VanVleet. Rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Okogie, the pass to Green. Pass to Okogie. Harris outside. Now Eason. There's the 3. Unable to get that one. And here's Hawkins. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Robinson a screen on Adams. VanVleet passes to Robinson. Harris with it. Picked up by VanVleet. Harris. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you like Gary Harris in these transition situations. He's so effective because he knows exactly how to break the defense down in the open court.
Now here's VanVleet. No scoring in this one.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's VanVleet. Jeff Green missing his last shot. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Hawkins passes to Olajuwon. Pass to Marshall. Over Eason. That one misses. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Rockets. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And we'll be back with you shortly. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Van Vliet. So on the floor for Houston, you've got Olynyk. Shepard out there with Fred Van Vliet. Then it's Dosunmu, and it's Robinson. In at the center, locking down the middle. Takes it inside. Eason's shot is good.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
Here's Van Vliet. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. It's good. And the Rockets lead by 11.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's good.
We've seen Van Vliet become a really good outside shooter, but I think he's still at his best going to the rim.
Van Vliet against Harris. Pass to Okogie. Back to Harris. There's Green with the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. Here's Eason. Robinson with the block.
We know Robinson is an elite rim protector. So, yeah, you might want to try that move on somebody else.
And the Rockets making a change here. Powell's checked in. And then for Houston, Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Shepard. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Fred Van Vliet. Now here's Green. Buries the long-range jumper.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Murray outside. Robinson sets a screen for Murray. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Wow, he is...
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Houston.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
And if you're looking for a big that locks down the middle, Şengün is your guy, a very effective player.
Durant's checked in for Jeff Green. Mark Williams is checked in for Houston. Hawkins comes in for Dosunmu. Houston trails by 10. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
Williams able to quickly get to the rim, and that length of his helps.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's KD. Rebound by Alexander Walker. And for Houston, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. At the elbow, Williams. Pass to Hawkins. Now here's Murray. He's covered by Shannon. He gets that one. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, Murray plays with an intelligence and a poise that belies his years. I mean, this guy rarely forces things. He's very good at allowing things to come to him, and just has a nice rhythm and pace he plays with.
Now here's Durant down low, and Şengün gets it to go on the assist from KD.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
Here is Hawkins. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And it's the Rockets on the break. And the shot goes down. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. And a switch here also for Houston. Olajuwon's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Over the break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He licked into them over their transition defense. He said, quote, enough is enough. Get back on team. We have to slow them down. The discrepancy in fast break points is eating at him. We'll see how they respond.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And that one misses. And the Rockets making a change here. Smith is checked in. And he's good on the second. Houston trails by 11. Now Murray. Here's Olajuwon.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Şengün. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you know, Şengün has a variety of moves he can turn to in the post. I love that about his game. Keeps defenders off balance and oftentimes in a bad way.
Şengün hits them both. Houston trails by 11. Murray, the pass to Williams. Olajuwon. He's covered by Eason. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Smith. And he overshot that one, missing. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk. But later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Now here's Murray. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to...
Hey, Sideshow. Yeah, you kind of are. We're in the fourth quarter here, in the middle of a comeback here. I'm trying to work my hand and get this lineup here for Team Dream, but you're just in time for the close. So sit back and enjoy. We'll see if they can come back. As you can see, Hakeem Olajuwon is gasped. He's got to play. And we're going to a 3-guard lineup in the backcourt with Williams and Olajuwon up front. And we're going to try to make it happen with this. 86-99 is the score with 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go.
To keep the ball.
It has been
the schedule for Houston.
a good one, and we'll see how it finishes.
Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Houston.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Pass to Smith. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got his 8th assist in the game. Here's Olajuwon, covered by Smith. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now here's Durant. Smith for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Smith's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from that line.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
DeJounte Murray does a nice job using that long frame of his to attract contact from the defense and still get it done.
Rockets need to continue to, Team Dream needs to win this game and stay in the hunt for the third seed in the Western Conference. So this is a big game for them. The Mambas and the Jays are taking off over there. And right now, Dream are coming off a big win against Team Showtime, where they snapped their win streak. Olajuwon had the game winner in that game. But right now, they're getting all they can handle right now. The Rockets' three-point shooting has just been too much.
Leader is what comes to mind when I think about Murray. Great guy to have on your team and in the locker room.
Houston moving it around. Şengün, and it goes down 2 points. Şengün's got 7 points for the quarter.
And you like to see... It's the half now. He's finally starting to come around.
Here's VanVleet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An NBA champion and all-star. Fred VanVleet's a guy every team wants because he's fun to play with, and he plays the game the right way and with passion.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Now here is Smith, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Mark Williams.
Smart move by Şengün, sticking with his shot through the foul inside.
No good on that one.
And the Rockets' three-point shooting has been the difference in the game.
Jabari Smith fits the bill.
Yeah, he runs like a gazelle and seems to never tire. I mean, the energy he plays with is contagious and seems limitless. He gets himself to the rim. He's got a sweet stroke. Boy, I tell you, his future is really bright.
Now here's VanVleet. Pass to Olajuwon. And here's Hawkins. And he gets it back. Back to Olajuwon. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Houston trails by 13. Pass to Murray. Now Hawkins fires the 3. They get the rebound. The shot by... Williams, no good. Thompson inside. He's covered by Hawkins. And Thompson kicks to Smith. Thompson against Hawkins. And it's Thompson that time on the... assist by Smith. 9 points from Amen Thompson.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other. Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction. In terms of turnovers, it's slowly becoming a problem.
Outside Holiday. It's deflected. Durant for three. Connects from three-point range. Durant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
2 points. That one goes.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And he makes that one count.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Olajuwon against Smith. Van Vliet fires. Oh, the bomb from deep will go right down.
You talk about being fearless. Van Vliet doesn't care who's on him. He's doing work.
No good.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Now, here's Şengün. Here's Holiday. Outside, Smith for three. Williams with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Fred Van Vliet. Şengün with the rebound. Rockets leading by 15. On the wing, Holiday. He's covered by Hawkins.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear win, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Houston.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
They've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this.
I already told you, man. I'll tell you in the postgame, Chip.
Later in the year, at least that's the plan.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for KD.
Absolutely tremendous offensively, relentless, accurate, on point. What a night.
Assist from Hawkins.
The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over. Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Rockets. They're leading by 8, and that's an intentional foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here coming at this point. Even if they miss the free throw, there's not enough time left.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 10. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Even early on.
Devastating loss for Team Dream. Devastating.
Once they started to really play,
Hakeem comes back to Houston,
felt like they had any doubts.
his home team, and doesn't get the win. Just too many three-point shots. They never, and on top of that, too, they didn't get enough offensive rebounds like they should have.
KD, you were really setting the table for your teammates. Was that a conscious decision?
I just wanted to see the floor a little better than I did last game. See where the help is coming from, see if they're helping, doubling, shadowing, you know. So I just tried to play the game and be cerebral out there, and we played great defense on that.
Your court vision was on point. Thanks, KD.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much.
Team Dream.
That'll do it,
We'll cover their situation here in the post-game show.
Clark Kellogg and Allie reports.
Kevin Durant comes in with his teammates, and they shoot the lights out from downtown. That was the difference.
Kevin Durant.
And Houston didn't get the rim protection that they should have gotten. They were just too soft inside tonight, along with the three-point shooting. I think, look at that, just easy shots, too many easy shots. And, yeah, I think the Houston Rockets actually almost, they shot 51%. 13 threes to make 39. And a lot of Team Dreams had 12, but a lot of that came in garbage time. Look how Houston started the game, man. They went 5 of 9 to start the game. The second quarter, they went 2 for 10. Third quarter was fairly even there. Actually won that, and then they just could never make up that deficit from that first quarter, man. That first quarter just killed them. From that point on, it was too much to overcome. So they won the first 2 quarters. Then Houston won the second quarter. That was the only quarter they won. Then they came right back with a 38-point quarter to hold them off. Crazy. Kevin Durant, the man tonight, goes 4 of 11 from downtown. You got Jabari Smith, goes 5 of 11 from downtown for 33 points. Shingo with 15 and 15. He really hurt him. Didn't have that many offensive rebounds, didn't need them, but those 15 rebounds really hurt because team Olajuwon had 21, 6. He had 5 blocks, though. That's insane. Only 3 offensive rebounds and 4 offensive. They should have had more than that. With all the misses that they had, they should have had more offensive rebounds than that. That's where it really hurt them. They didn't get the second chance points that they needed. Dejounte Murray with 30 points tonight came in, most of it in transition and one-on-one plays. Hawkins did not shoot well tonight. He went 4 for 16, man. He's the main three-point guy on the team. He just did not play well, to say the least. And that really hurt them. If he just goes, and makes 8 of those, he had 16 attempts, and they were good shots. If he could have found a way to make 8 of those, I know that's asking a lot, but we kept going to him. Van Vliet didn't play well. That hurt him. We got 2 for 10. That hurt. 2 for 6. 1 for 3 for Olynyk. Olajuwon wasn't going to make that up by himself. No way. So there's the story there is the Houston Dream take a devastating loss. They've just, man, so they are 50% in their last 4 games. They lost to the Philadelphia 76ers, won a tough game against the Bad Boys, and actually upset the Las Vegas Showtime with Olajuwon having the game-winning dunk in that game. But they come out here and take a loss. So with that being said, the Dream now fall to 23-12. And as you can see, they are now 5 games out of first place. And the Mambas, now they're a game behind the Mambas, and they're a game and a half behind the Jays. So now it is getting rough. It's getting rough for Team Dream, man. It's looking bad. It's looking bad, man. It's like, I don't know if they're going to be able to catch up. I mean, you can forget about first, but they're never going to catch first place. It's over for first place. It's over. They'll never catch the Diesel and the Showtime for that. But I'm looking at maybe trying to catch that number 3 spot with the Jays. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough now, especially with. However, the one thing they have going for them is they beat Team Dr. J three times. So maybe they'll get lucky. Maybe they can make numbers 3. No, you guys aren't reading it right. You see that games behind? You have to subtract. See, the games behind means that how many games you're out of first place. So third place means that they would be out a game and a half. You have to understand too, as you're winning games, the other team is winning games. That's the importance of this. So as they're winning, you're winning. You don't make the difference up. See what I'm saying? They have to lose games for you to catch them while you're winning games. And the reason why the top teams are up there is why they don't have losing streaks. See what I'm saying, guys? That the NBA has always been that way. Like I'll say it again. December is the month where teams separate themselves in the standings in the history of the NBA. You go and look at every single season in the NBA. The league starts out October, November is competitive. Everybody has a chance. Once you get into December, that's when you start getting into your position battles. And you start seeing the top. See right here at the top, Showtime and Diesel are battling for the number 1 spot. That's their position battle. Right here, you got the Jays and the Mambas and the Dream now slightly falling down, battling for that number 3 spot. And down here at the bottom, the Clippers and the Warriors and the Timberwolves are battling to see who's going to be not going to be in that play-in tournament spot in the 7th, the 6th, and the 8th seed. See what I'm saying, guys? The Timberwolves have no chance. There's just no way. There's no way the number 1 seed is going to go on a 10-game losing streak for you to catch up. See what I'm saying? You have to go on a 10-game losing streak while you go on a 10-game winning streak to make the difference up. That just doesn't happen. So, Team Dream, yeah, man, they are looking bad right now. They did not have the 3-point game going, and they just have not. Look at that. They are a horrible. They're not a good road team. Look at that. Their home and away record is not good. They're middle of the pack team. There's an old saying in sports. There's an old saying: it will happen, 1% chance. Sideshow, 0% chance. Because remember, it's not just the Showtime. You need Diesel to lose as well, because they're the top spot too. So you would need 2 teams to go on 2 10-game losing streaks for you to make that up. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. It's never happened in NBA history. It never will happen. Because there's a reason why those teams are up there. One, they're good, and 2, they're healthy. You need to, that's the number 1 thing. You got talent and you got health. Healthy teams, they don't lose games. But let's go ahead and move on and see what the next game is here in the series. As Team Dream takes that horrible loss for them. See Team Larry Bird getting it done. You guys, if first place gets injured, though. Yeah, but who gets injured? It has to be significant injuries to a lot of people. And again, the good teams are up there for a reason. They don't rely on just one guy. It's a team. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and move this along. We have the loss. By the way, if you guys missed Team Larry Bird earlier playing against the Pacers, go check that game out. And Kobe Bryant, 3 points today in a showcase. 51 shots by the Mamba today, man. Put on a show. It was crazy. And then right after that, Bird goes back to Indiana, his home state, in a nail-biter of a game. Puts up 50 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists, a steal, and only 1 turnover, and goes 22 for 28 from the field and 6 for 7 from downtown. Absolute fire games, guys. You guys, go check those games out if you missed them. They got fire emojis on them and the star and the camcorder on them. Absolute unbelievable performances by those guys and leading their teams. By the way, Team Bird still on one. Their winning streak. Let's go ahead and spotlight them while I brought them up, since they're the best team in the league right now, record-wise and play style-wise. Team Bird now with a 22-game winning streak at 28-5, leading the way here after starting the season at 6-5. They were 6-5 at one point, guys. 6-5. They were nowhere near the top. Now they have come all the way from the cellar dwellers, where they were at one point. They were the number 7th seed. And they came all the way back at the beginning of the season, right at the point where you need to have it right around. They turned their season around right around. But remember, I said December is pretty much the cutoff point. They came in about November. They got their stuff together. And from that point on, they separated themselves, and they are in the driver's seat now. We're in January now. You can see the position battles have already taken place here. As you can see in the Eastern Conference, Team Bird, Team Jordan, the Charters with Chamberlain, and the Bad Boys all vying for that number 1 spot. Team Kareem down there, 2 games behind, going to be tough to catch up. It can be done, but it's going to be tough. The way those teams play, they rarely ever lose games. I mean, Team Bird hasn't lost a game in 2 months. They haven't lost the game. They haven't lost the game since almost 2 months, man. It's crazy. But moving this along, I believe it's Team Showtime will now come back home after. Let me see. Where's Team Showtime? Showtime. There they are. Team Showtime. They lost their last game to Team Dream, who we just saw, by Olajuwon, who hit the game-winning dunk at the end of the game, guys. It was a 1-point victory in regulation. Olajuwon with 39 points and 17 rebounds, and a must-win game for them to stay up in the race. He got the job done. Magic Johnson, the boys, could not stop the Dream as he hit the game winner. So how will they come out tonight against the New York Knicks? We will find out. Because remember, after this game, it'll be Showtime going out, taking on Team Larry Bird. The best team in the West versus the best team in the East. Taking on Team Bird after this one. Then they'll face them again in Bird's house. But before that, they'll play the real-life current-day NBA champions, and I believe Karl Anthony Towns will not be available for this game as he has an injury. So it will be Trey Lyles starting for the New York Knicks at center with Josh Hart up front. So this should be a wide-open game. Not going to be too many big men in this game, guys. This should be wide open. And Jalen Brunson and Magic Johnson are going to do battle in the backcourt. So this will be a fun game. And I will see you guys for that when I go live in the next 20 minutes. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next 15 to 20 minutes. The Knicks taking on the Showtime, led by 1987 Magic Johnson in his prime. See you guys.